That's what I'm talking about. I bring spirit to people. But yeah, the next book's a spiritual book, so it's going to be open people's eyes to the connection in the same way I have this connection. You know, I see it as taboo an awful lot. Like people don't want to talk about it, or they're scared of it, or they just think it's nonsense. It's like I've shown in countless videos. I've shown so much, and I don't really seeking validation. Like it doesn't change my life one way or another, whether someone believes or not. So this is the thing. If someone ever said to me, because people do, of course, in life, they'd ask questions. If someone ever said to me, is spirituality real or is spirit real? My answer would just be, that's for you to figure out. You know, innately, everybody's going to know my opinion, but I'm not forcing it on anybody. You know, there's no point in me saying what my experiences are and saying you must follow it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm leading by example by showing the connection I have. It's up to people what they want to believe in their own lives and if they want to build and nurture a connection or not, or whether they don't believe it at all. It makes no difference to me. It's irrelevant. So the problem with religion, for instance, has been that everybody's forced their will on people, and then they create a narrative, and you cannot bend it. Whereas I think it's more important that people actually just embrace a connection of their own, and nurture it and grow it and find that connection, and then it's up to them to interpret it. You know, I'm self-taught of everything. You know, I've met people along the way who have tried to mentor me, but I tend to be a bit of a wild stallion, if you like. I tend to be doing my own thing, and I find my own path. And I believe that's what I'm supposed to have done. And these are people that are gifted where you'd maybe think you should listen to them. It's like I listen to what I need to listen to, but I have so much confidence in myself. I'm not here to beat to someone else's path. In the same way, I'm not here to tell everybody else to follow this exactly like this. It's like figure it out for yourself. Figure life out, you know? It's not for me to tell you one way or another because what works, because I can't guarantee that, can I? What works for me may not work for someone else because I don't know other people's status. You know, I get a lot of signs that I have a high tier soul in the astral realm, and this could be my last lifetime. So it stands to reason I've got a big purpose. There's someone else maybe they're more of an infancy soul, and maybe they don't have a stronger connection. Maybe it's something to build upon in future lives. Um, I don't know, but because it's not for me to figure that part out, you know, it's for other people to have that experience. You know, I can't have the experience of an infancy soul, for instance, someone that's not got so much experience because I have experience. Do you see what I mean? Like, so it's up to people to figure their own path out, and it'd be interesting to hear other people's stories, of course. Um, but it's what works for one person may not work for someone else. So, for instance, I could shuffle my cards, and while I'm talking, sometimes they bounce out, and that's because this is the thing I think people just misunderstand with the connection. I meet very gifted tarot readers and things, and they're adamant if you unless they ask a specific question, then spirit doesn't answer, and I'm like, no, that's not true at all. Not for me, it's not. I don't know whatever happens for you, but they're always with us, which is why I knew I could do tarot because I get a lot of synchronicities. And then I asked people, like gifted people, like ones that do tarot, and they said spirits definitely saying with you, yeah, definitely tarot, um, and all those things. But I thought, yeah, but it makes sense if they're with me, giving me synchronicities, then they can give me a card, um, and then that stands to reason, doesn't it? That when I'm shuffling and talking, and they're with me now, they can answer anything like when I'm talking. They can interject the conversation, can't they? So why have I got to stop, be all serious, and then ask a specific question to get an answer? They can answer me anytime they choose. Yeah, I've got something now. Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment. Again, they're telling me, and I think that's from what I'm educating people. That's where your wishes are getting fulfilled. But God, the Emperor standing on business. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, and I'm like that I'm like that in my books. I'm not here to force people down a path. I don't do it. I'm just sharing my experiences, and I'm opening that channel, that connection to spirit, so people can understand it a bit better, and they've got somewhere to start, and they don't feel lonely going through it. And that's really what I'm here for. But there's no way on earth I'd ever tell someone you must believe this or must believe that. Um, you know, my daughter's on her own spiritual journey, and I listen to her. I listen to what she's experiencing because I find it intriguing. But for me, I can be a guide for her, but it's important that she has her own experiences. And I think that's just really important. Look, we got the lovers. That was about me talking about the connection with spirit, I think. Um, yeah, it's just a beautiful connection. But anyway, I don't want to drag this on. But again, like I say, any conflicts I have in my life are so minor in comparison. I've got such a big goal in life. I've got such a big milestone to accomplish. Little drama, like a soap opera, really, in the overall scheme of things of my life and what I intend to do in this lifetime, it's so insignificant.